Episode number 7, Dogtanian meets the king. In our last episode, Dogtanian became good friends with the three musketeers Porthos, Athos, and Aramis when he helped them to defeat a platoon of Cardinal Richelieu's guards. And now he wants to become an official member of the Royal Musketeers as soon as possible. So this morning we find him paying a visit to their headquarters.
Why is everybody standing at attention and looking so serious?
Shh, we are having a formal reception for a very important person.
Oh, then I guess I'd better get in line with everybody else.
Listen, Musketeers. You must show our guest the respect he deserves. You, fix that flap. It's undone. Be at attention with your stomachs in and chests out, with eyes to the front, and with your head held high as if you had swallowed a stick.
Say, Aramis, don't you think he's putting it on a bit thick?
You know Athos. He loves to put on a show.
What? Dogtanian, you've come? And just what do you think you're doing?
I'm waiting like all the others to greet someone of great importance.
No, you're not.
Huh? Oh.
This is who we've been waiting for. Musketeers, this is our hero. Come on, Musketeers, show our friend how we welcome our hero.
Huh?
My friends, Athos is not exaggerating. Young Dogtanian helped us to defeat Cardinal Richelieu's guards.
Did you hear that?
3 cheers for Dogtanian! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Thank you, Dogtanian!
Thank you, my friends. Dogtanian of Bern at your service. Always glad to lend a hand to the Royal Musketeers. Thank you. You can count on me, my friends, to be there when you need me. I am honored by this wonderful reception.
Get down, Dogtanian, before you hurt yourself.
I'm as sure-footed as a mountain goat.
Dogtanian!
Well done. You gave those guards a lesson, all right. I would have given anything to have seen Whittimer's face.
Pardon me, Monsieur Treville, but does this mean that I'm a member of the Musketeers now?
I'm sorry, my lad, but that's impossible.
Huh? But how come? You just said I did well. Tell me why.
The Royal Musketeers have certain regulations, and I must follow them.
You mean rules? Well, what are they?
In 3 years' time, you'll be able to join the Musketeers as an official member.
Oh, that's such a long time. I'll be ready. 3 years, that's a lifetime.
However, if you behave yourself and you work hard, I might be able to arrange your appointment much sooner.
Really? Oh, well, thank you, Monsieur Treville. Thank you. You made me so very
It makes
happy.
me
Thank
feel
you so
like
very
I'm Mother
much.
Goose. Dogtanian.
Huh?
I have a special reward for you.
You mean like a medal?
A visit to the royal gardens at the palace.
What?
That's it? That's my reward?
Dogtanian, you don't understand. Only the most important people in all of France are allowed to set foot in those gardens.
Well, how about that?
Leave him be, Athos. He doesn't appreciate it now, but someday he will. Are you 3 lads going to come?
Yes, with pleasure, sir.
Bye for now.
Say, if I go to the palace, I might get to see Juliet. I can't wait. Wait for me.
Because the Musketeers were the protectors of the king and queen, their headquarters were not far from the royal palace. So within a few minutes, they were approaching the gates of the most beautiful residence Dogtanian had ever seen.
Good afternoon, Captain. How's your new assignment working out?
Very well, sir.
Being keeper of the watch is a large responsibility, but I knew I could count on you to fulfill my expectations.
Sir.
By the way, I want you to meet someone. You already know your mates, but this is Dogtanian of Bern, a future musketeer.
What a place.
Perhaps now you understand. To be invited here is quite an honor.
And only His Majesty's Royal Musketeers are permitted to guard the palace.
Mon Dieu, does that mean I might serve here one day?
Have you changed your mind, Dogtanian? Only this morning you thought a walk in the gardens would bore you to death.
Funny. Wow. So this is the royal palace. It's beautiful, but it's so big. How will I ever find Juliet? I know she works here somewhere.
Welcome, Monsieur Treville. I regret that the king will be a few moments late for your appointment. He has granted an audience to Cardinal Richelieu.
What's he doing here?
He didn't say. It was an unexpected visit, and he went directly to His Majesty. He knows I arranged the king's schedule, yet he never said a word to me.
It would be improper not to punish the Musketeers, Your Majesty.
But they're the most loyal subjects I have, Richelieu. During the reign of my father, King Henry, he never doubted that, nor do I now.
I understand. You think Monsieur Treville is more loyal than I am.
But I only meant that...
Is it loyalty when the Musketeers disregard the law and their duty? For they have sworn to protect you, and where will they be when you need them? Dueling in the streets of Paris like common criminals and attacking my guards.
You condemn us unjustly, Cardinal.
Monsieur Treville, I was just having a word with the good Cardinal.
To enter without knocking is extremely disrespectful. You dare to interrupt.
My apologies, Your Majesty. I suppose you weren't able to hear my knocking because of the Cardinal's persuasive tone of voice. I couldn't help but hear the Musketeers being discussed, so I thought it was wise to join you.
Right, Captain. And His Eminence here agrees, I'm sure.
Of course, Majesty.
I've been told that your men were dueling and then fought with the guards who caught them.
The truth is, Your Majesty, that the guards disrupted a fencing lesson being given by my men to a lad who wants to join the Corps of Musketeers.
What? That is not true.
Be careful, monsieur.
Then why did they attack my guards?
My men did not attack. They were defending themselves.
Then how is it that some of my guards have been wounded?
Well, it was not my intention to bore His Majesty with these trivial matters, but now I see that I must. Recently, Your Majesty, the Musketeers have been the target of continuous provocation by the Cardinal's guards, and we can find no reasonable explanation for it.
A completely unwarranted accusation.
You know that everything I've said is true.
Stop!
Huh? Hey, Juliet! Juliet, wait! Come back, Juliet!
Huh? Oh!
It's me, Dogtanian. Don't you recognize me?
But how did you get into the palace, Dogtanian? Oh!
With friends, so this is where you were. Well, come on, open up.
I mustn't. You can't come in here.
She's acting strange. Whoa, 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 whoa. Help! Where am I? Get me out of here! Oh, help, help! What is this? Help! Oh no! Something's got me! Something's got me! Oh.
Dogtanian, I told you that gentlemen are not allowed to come in here.
Please forgive me.
Oh.
Pardon me.
Haven't you done enough? What do you want now?
Sorry. I don't think this is mine.
Oh.
Now listen, I know your intentions are good and that the welfare of your king comes first for both of you. Therefore, as I am called the just king, I won't punish anyone.
You needn't look so smug, Treville.
Again, I see why they call you the Just King.
Thank you, Treville. I'm glad you feel that way. And your opinion, Cardinal Richelieu?
Your Majesty is justice personified.
Thank you. I'm glad we have come to an agreement. You've restored my peace of mind.
His justice is weakness, and his peace of mind is the paralysis of fear. Treville thinks he has won, but I am not finished yet.
I am relieved that you are both satisfied, gentlemen.
Your Majesty, with your permission, I have a proposition to put to you.
I'm listening, Richelieu. What do you have in mind?
With all due respect, Your Majesty, I have never understood why only the Musketeers are allowed to guard the royal palace. In my opinion, it should be my men who protect the king and queen.
Yes, that might be a possibility.
Thank you.
The palace would become a royal prison. I must put a stop to this. Your Majesty, the Royal Musketeers have never failed to prove their faithfulness and loyalty. To do such a thing would be to humiliate an institution that has served France valiantly.
I take it then that you believe your law-breaking swordsmen to be ideal palace guards.
Watch your tongue, Cardinal! How dare you call us lawbreakers?
Your Majesty, ever since you made dueling unlawful, I have forbidden my guards to unsheath their swords without just cause, and to wound an opponent only in self-defense, for you have shown us the wisdom of restraint. The Musketeers' disregard for your wishes prove that they don't deserve to guard the palace, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, I propose an armed confrontation between his guardsmen and the Musketeers to see who is better fitted to protect you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Once again, Your Majesty, Monsieur Treville has shown that his only solution to a problem is violence. I propose the contrary. If the Musketeers can get through one whole day without any sort of incident, if none of them draw their swords for 24 hours, their status at the palace will remain as it is. But if they cannot stop fighting for even one day, then they should leave the palace, don't you agree,
All right, I accept what you propose.
Then why is your sword still out, Monsieur Treville?
It was terribly embarrassing up there. I hope Juliet isn't annoyed with me. Hey, there go the Musketeers! Hey, wait for me! Wait, stop! Hey! Hey, Porthos, Athos!
You shouldn't have gone running off by yourself, Dogtanian. Whoa there. We looked all over for you. Where have you been?
Well, I was in the palace and I found something interesting that had me tied up for a while. It was kind of fun.
Hey, I'd say you've been spending some time with that young maid.
Well, don't tell anybody, please.
Come on up here.
The Musketeers are as yet unaware of the conditions to which their captain was forced to agree, and the danger that could result from Richelieu's trickery. Even now, Richelieu is planning his strategy.
Whittimer, I'll leave this matter to you.
So, as I understand it, they cannot draw their swords even if we provoke them?
That is correct. If a single musketeer fails in this, we'll have won the game.
They don't have a chance.
I want all of you to pay close attention to what I'm going to read. No one of the Musketeers is permitted to draw his sword within the next 24 hours by order of King Louis.
How boring, such a long time. Hey.
You must keep them sheathed no matter what, even if you are provoked.
Huh? Sandy! Sandy! Shh! It's Sandy! Hey. Sandy! Sandy! Sandy, where are you? Hey. Hey! Hi, Sandy. I knew it was you! That's enough. All right, you're tickling me. Now stop it, Sandy.
Pardon me, Cavalier.
Say, aren't you the stableman from the inn in Mern?
Yes, monsieur. It's a good thing I found you.
Well, as I understand, I get to keep Sandy if I pay what I owe.
Not exactly, monsieur. The old man closed down the inn.
He closed it down? Oh, then you've lost your job.
Yes, unfortunately, business was very poor. Ugh. When I left, he gave it to me as payment for my services. I could have sold him, but I remembered how sad you were when you had to leave him. I also remembered you were on your way to Paris, so I came to find you.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I'll have to find some money. Can you wait here one moment?
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back. Huh? Everybody's gone. Well, who am I going to borrow the money from?
In another part of Paris, one of the Musketeers encounters some of the Cardinal's guards.
What do you want? Let me pass.
Did you hear that, my friends? So, you want to walk on, is that it, Musketeer? You'll have to crawl on your knees! What's the matter, didn't you hear him? Down on your knees and crawl through my legs. You weren't listening.
Oh, look, he slipped! How awful. Take that!
All these musketeers are cowards. Well, why are you waiting? Afraid to unsheath your sword, coward?
Pardon me, if you please. It was my fault.
You've been a very bad boy.
You must be punished. Let me help you up.
Look at that. Oh, look at this. Let's see it go.
What? Blasted, he almost had his sword out.
You, Musketeer, go on now. We'll settle this.
Thank you, sir. Good luck. Well, now, you're just spoiling for a fight,
No,
huh?
you're quite mistaken. We humbly apologize.
Oh, yeah? Come over here, fatso.
Huh? Am I who?
Of course, I mean you fatso. Down on your knees.
Do as he says, Athos.
Right. Well, a giant worm crawling underneath me.
Huh? What the? Athos? What are you doing?
Just stay out of this, Dogtanian.
But could you lend me some money?
All right, but you'll have to wait.
But I need it now. Hey!
Get down there with him, you.
But who are you to give me orders?
Do as he says. You guys, keep your mouths shut. Now get down there.
I won't be humiliated.
Dogtanian, I won't lend you 1 franc if you don't do what he says.
Oh, all right. You win after all. There, does that make you happy? Hey!
Not quite. Lick my boots.
What?
Giddy up! Giddy up, horsey!
What's the matter with you? Why don't you fight back?
Lick my boot, you.
All right.
Hey! Oh, no, Dogtanian!
Sorry. I've had... Enough of these guys.
Magnificently done. I shall report this immediately to His Eminence.
Huh? Wait! Dogtanian, don't do it!
Report this, Whittemore!
Don't you want to be a palace guard?
What? Oh, no.
Even though he is a cadet, he is still a musketeer, Treville.
Yes, Your Majesty, that cannot be denied.
And he was quarreling with Cardinal Richelieu's guards in the street, was he not?
Only after extreme provocation, Your Majesty.
Hold up your head, Dogtanian, and look me in the eye. What's this? You are a small lad. So this is him!
Your Majesty, I fail to see the humor, for this young man is the cause of all the incidents with my guards.
You mean this is the one that beat the strongest of your guardsmen?
Yes, and he should be punished.
I suppose a good beating will do. 100 strokes, perhaps, huh?
He beat me?
Yes, 100 strokes as punishment. Take care of it, Treville.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Let's get it over with.
Your Majesty, my guards are waiting at the gates to...
That won't be necessary. No, the musketeers will remain here.
What? But our agreement, Your Majesty, was that...
My protection can't be entrusted to a group of bumblers that are beaten by a young boy. Understand, I'd replace a few if I were you.
But, Your Majesty...
The matter is over. The just king has spoken.
But...
Stop! Ouch! Stop!
Sorry, but it's a royal command.
Monsieur Treville!
Huh?
Leave him be, for any lad that serves his king the way he did deserves a royal pardon.
Huh?
Thank you.
These francs are for you.
Wow!
Not just one, my lad, but they all belong to you.
Well, thank you. Your Majesty is very generous. Goodbye, Your Majesty, and thanks again.
Come back here, lad.
It's all right.
I'm glad you waited for me. I've got something for you. Here, the money is yours.
I knew I could trust you, thanks. I'll just be on my way.
Hold on. How would you like a job, huh?
Well, what do you mean? You mean serving you, monsieur?
I know I don't have a great deal to offer, but soon I'll be a musketeer.
Well, I'm out of work, and you seem to be a nice young man. I accept.
Thank you, thank you. You won't regret it. And what's your name, huh?
Planchette, sir.
Dogtanian of Bern.
Hey!
Dogtanian has made a friend of the king. He has a faithful servant in Planchette. He's got Sandy back, and he will soon become a musketeer. Good fortune seems to have a way of smiling on those who believe in the musketeer's motto, second to none: one for all, and all for one. In our next episode, Cardinal Richelieu's guards and the mysterious cavalier with the black mustache kidnap Dogtanian's beloved Juliet. The question is, will Dogtanian be able to rescue her?